Hey guys, today I have some more 5x5 tips, and these are directed to people who are trying to be sub 2. I feel like I'm pretty qualified to make this video now, in case any of you are going to ask. I've gotten my first sub 2 average, and pretty sure that makes me qualified, so yeah. So, since I am technically sub 2, or I'm going to be like averaging sub 2 in probably the next week, I should just share everything that I know because I'm sub 2. So first of all, if you haven't watched the sub 3 video, it's right there. Go ahead, watch that. You should know everything in that video. And then basically this is just an add-on to that video. So the first tip is to just get really good at edge pairing look ahead. Well, you don't have to get really good, but it should be at least like decent. You shouldn't be pausing for like 10 seconds, which not gonna lie, I used to do. I don't do that anymore, but being sub 2 on 5x5 would need like some sort of look ahead. It doesn't have to be that good, it just has to be decent. A good way to practice this is again to do just slow solving, which is pretty common to know, or you could just, practice some 7x7. The second tip that I have is also center look ahead, and this is a bit different. So the reason that this is so much different from look ahead for edges is because for edges you're just looking at one piece at a time and you're just seeing, okay, this one, and then where's the next piece, so like this one, and then after you pair those two, then this one, and it's not as hard as centers. So the way for centers, the way that you want to do it is you want to actually look for blocks of pieces. So like this, once I'm pairing this and this is a nice block that I would be looking at, and then I could pair it with this, and I kind of want to look around to see if there's any more blocks, and there isn't, so then I could just continue with my last bar. And see, I'm terrible at this. There we go. So it's just little things like that where you can see this and all this. My camera's wobbling, but you really want to be able to do that, and it'll be very helpful to becoming sub 2. This also sort of brings me on to my next point, which should actually be kind of learned before you start look ahead, which is just your turn speed in general. So for turn speed, you really want to be able to turn faster before you can do look ahead, because if you can't turn fast, then your look ahead's probably going to be garbage, because if you don't know the case, then you also can't turn fast. So what I would recommend doing is, before trying look ahead, you need to see if you're actually ready for look ahead on 5x5, and you should be at an okay 3x3 level, so you probably are already. But if you're not ready for look ahead, which is you can't turn fast when you're solving things, then I just keep doing cases over and over till I'm used to them, and then I can do them basically without looking at them. So once I see like whatever case I get, I can just do it immediately. This last tip applies mostly to reduction solvers. The other ones are both reduction and out solvers. I use reduction, so yeah. Anyways, so this next one is about 3x3 stage, and it's basically the same thing. It's just your turn speed. So with reduction, you don't have the cross already solved, and it's pretty hard to look ahead to that when you're like, if you have parity or last two edges. You could try and look ahead, but for like the level that you're at, which should be like sub 15 on 3x3, and that will make it so that you're sub 2 pretty easily. If you are at that level, then this will be pretty easy to do. You just have to turn very, very, very fast, and that could kind of compensate for the fact that you're not looking ahead for your cross. And then F2L is basically just the same thing as regular 3x3. Whoops, I'm bad. And yeah, you can just do the same thing as 3x3, except for the cross. The cross is just a bit different.
So in case you were wondering why I added that last one, it's because I wanted to make it very clear that you should not be turning more than you can handle during 3x3 stage. I only recommend turning as fast as you possibly can during the cross. That is also true for 3x3, but I really wanted to make it clear that on 5x5, it is really necessary that you turn as fast as possible on the cross, because if you don't, then your 3x3 stage may take like 10 seconds more than your regular 3x3 times, which is actually not that bad, but like it'll take a lot slower than 10 seconds. Anyways guys, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and sub, and also bye.